The Joe Rogan Experience.
Stephen A. Smith said that he thought that you guys didn't grapple because you were afraid of coronavirus.
Dude, I thought you were joking, bro. I thought you were joking.
I don't dislike him. No, he said that, and he meant it.
No, I thought you were totally. I laughed like you did the good one, bro.
He meant it.
He did say it.
He meant it.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't just say it.
way.
He fucking meant it. We're literally swapping blood here.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this is HIV world, hepatitis world.
Yes, everything. You name it, you get it. Staff, everything.
Anything through blood.
But that kind of talk. But Stephen A. Smith, though, he's a personality. Like that's part of what he does.
That's why
he's got hot takes on things. So when he says things,
he could have not meant it. He could be as smarter than we think and said it because of the reaction he would have got.
Exactly. Again, it causes fucking
clickbait.
shit.
Yeah, it's a lot. Listen, he makes his living that way. We're all talking about him. I mean, that's how he makes his living. He makes his living getting people to talk about some of the things. He says he's a very engaging personality.
You have to use that in the next interview, though. I don't grapple because it's social distancing.
Yeah.
I'll use wrestling when they know that shit is gone.
I knew this shit was coming for the last 7 years.
I hit him so hard because I was scared he was going to touch me and get that corona on me.
I was trying to keep him 6 feet back.
I think, real quick on the fight, I think people are like, why didn't he grapple? And a huge factor in the Khabib fight is going to be my feet work.
Yeah.
There was never a spot when he felt comfortable to close the distance. I was constantly too far away and staying off the fence. So that's going to be huge against Khabib.
Well, you have the style. I mean, if you wanted to say, okay, what kind of style do you think would work against a guy like Khabib? First of all, a guy who's a fantastic defensive wrestler, like you said, and then a guy who's a superior striker. And those two things you have.
You got to stay off the fence.
Yeah.
You got to have feet work. Without the feet work, you can't stay off the fence.
But Khabib's whole game is, he's a great grappler as well, but his whole game is using that grappling in the fight.
Against the fence.
Yeah.
You will not. If he's taking a shot in the open, it's to drive you to the fence to finish the takedown. Mm-hmm. He's not getting takedowns in the open.
Interesting.
You go watch all his fights.
Right.
You're going to see maybe 5, a handful, if that, of takedowns in the actual center of the cage. He'll start in the middle, but he's going to push you. It's to push you to the cage and use the cage. It's going to be my feet work. It's going to be me keeping that distance where he feels slightly uncomfortable. Like when he did go for the Eminari roll, I was just too far. He thought he was close enough. But I was just too far,
Right. Well, he was already beaten down by that point.
That's late, too.
Yeah, it was.
Because he's super sneaky. Like the one he hit on Barbosa was sneaky.
But it would have been the same in the first round because of the distance I was keeping.
Right,
you have to, in order to shoot a double leg, you have to be at a distance in which you feel comfortable. In wrestling, it's always, I shouldn't, unless my head's touching your head, I should never take a shot.
Right.
Because then I'm too far away.
Right.
So controlling distance, staying off the fence is going to be the most important thing in the world when it comes to that fight.
Now, when are they talking about for that fight?
I mean, we got the same manager, so
that's kind of crazy.
Whenever we want,
the same manager. That is
dude, that
dude's
crazy. A G, man.
So the fight with you and Khabib, you both have the same manager. What I hear talk about September. Are they saying that with you?
So we both pretty much decide.
God, I hope they have a fucking audience.
We don't decide. The UFC is the boss. They will, but. You can't make anybody fight, and I'm ready in September. He's ready in September, so it's perfect.
Now, I know Vegas is going to at least allow some audiences in July, supposedly, because I'm at that Park Theater, the one that's right across the street from T-Mobile.
Yep.
I'm there in July for doing a comedy show. It's supposedly going to actually happen.
They haven't canceled it.
Okay. So I'm like, all right, is this real?
Yeah.
Like,
I saw New Jersey.
Hope, right?
New Jersey opened up pro sports.
With an audience?
I don't believe so. I don't.
Yeah, see,
I didn't
that's
see
the
that part.
thing.
Yeah, that's huge.
You and Khabib. I mean, as much as it was cool to see you and Tony fight with no audience, I kind of want to see a fucking
as much as I loved fighting with no audience, I want them there.
Yeah.
The spectacle of that fight, that's such a big fight.
It's such an experience.
It's the biggest challenge of his career. It's the biggest challenge of Khabib's career. It's the biggest challenge of your career.
100%.
Yeah, I mean,
Khabib's the greatest at what he does. Like, that's, again, we can't take anything away from that. It's when you look at well-rounded fighters, he's well-rounded, but he's great in what he does. And that is, like, what made Chuck Liddell great. Like, he had thunder in his hands, and he sprawl and brawl. Like, if you get hit by him, he's great at what he does. And that's what's so exciting is having opportunities to be able to step up. That's what I'm really excited for. I know he's excited for. And, again, no one's got to see his wrestling. And I met this guy watching him wrestle, and what he does was so unique. a total different style of wrestling, and that's hard to train for, and it's kind of like a hidden weapon. So I feel like we're bringing something unique into this.
I think it's a very
cool.
unique fight, and it's also Tony was thought to be the biggest threat to that title because Tony is such a good grappler, and he's so good on his feet, and he fucks people up on his feet. So him fighting you and you stopping him, like you take that spot now, and also your style, in my opinion, is better.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, the thing about Tony's style is that Tony can fight off of his back. He's not worried about takedowns, and he
he was
going to
fight that fight with the mindset of being okay on his back.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was
Yep.
that was the thought process. Whereas your thought process is completely different. Being such a great defensive wrestler, but also being the superior striker.
Totally.
It's a very dangerous fight for Khabib. Very dangerous. And especially the confidence that you must have coming off of that 5 rounds with Tony. You
Feels
know?
good. I mean, I know how bad those kicks hurt. If I can touch your calf, I'm never kicking above the knee anymore.
Really?
Only below.
No, he
if
will.
you ever, not on purpose.
He will.
Not on purpose.
Never.
Really? It's
Not
the,
on
the
purpose.
calf kick's
Calf.
so devastating.
So devastating.
In the
It's-
clinch, you're going to kick above the knee.
Maybe.
That's a non-never,
Well,
right?
yeah, I'll try to break their knee by hyperextending it.
They-
But from the outside,
Yeah.
it's you could fire it at a different distance. You're so much more safe. And there's so many nerves and ligaments that run through that part that have no protection. Your thigh has, your quad is a big muscle. It's hard to get through your quad to those nerves. Yeah. You could touch the nerves. That's why, when he said Henry's calf and foot don't hurt, it's because he got kicked in the calf.
Yeah.
And the nerves stopped firing.
Yeah, just
If
like
I can
Michael
touch-
Chandler and
Oh,
Bellator.
yeah, dude.
Exactly.
It's unique,
If
right?
I can touch, I got to touch Khabib there 4 times, and then he's compromised.
Yeah.
Once he's compromised,
He can't shoot.
he can shoot, but he
not the
has
same.
to have the fence.
Right.
If he doesn't have the fence, there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
I promise you that. It has to be in the middle.
So
And he can give me, there might be a scramble. He might out-scramble me in the middle once or twice. But if he wants to take me down, he's going to have to put me against the fence.
now once they set this fight, you need 8 weeks. Is that what you want to get prepared?
Yeah, so
So we're getting close to that, right? We're in June in just a week or so.
yep, June, July, August. Yeah. So I take 30 days off.
But they
after.
didn't give you a specific
I don't know
timeline.
anything.
Yeah.
Just September.
And they didn't say it's Fight Island? Is it Fight Island?
My manager probably knows more details than I do.
Fight Island seems like a fucking
There's
myth.
not a lot.
Yeah, it does. That's what I was thinking.
I need to see
Treasure
this.
Island, or they opened it up at Treasure Island in Vegas.
I need to see this place on Google Maps.
Oh my gosh!
You know what it's
I,
like? It's like fucking that movie Contact, where they zoom in close, and you see the thing. It's like, it's also like I want to like look on Google Map. Look, they're
Totally,
fucking
dude.
constructing
Yeah,
the
my God,
octagon.
right. They
Nobody
built
knows
an
where it's
island. They
at.
put a
It's
whole
fucking
bunch
crazy.
of dirt.
Dana
Just
won't even tell me.
enough to bring it
Dana
up.
tells me everything. He won't tell me. And where's
Oh
this
my
fucking
gosh,
island?
dude.
I don't know nothing, dude.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's real.
Yeah, it might be just saying it just so he could get another day set for his little
mean,
spot in Vegas and just be like,
If you
oh
think
man, we don't need
for
it no more.
international fights, it seems like the only option
Yes, it
until
seems like
the
only
U.S. opens
option.
back
Yeah.
up. You ain't getting visas right now.
No, you're not getting visas, and I don't even know how they're gonna have to fly everybody private to this fucking island.
Yeah,
I mean,
I want to know if I can get back.
right. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Where are you gonna land?
Your
Who's
win
gonna
bonus
take you?
includes a flight. If you lose, you got that boat and the oar.
You land in
Shit,
Mexico.
man.
You land in Tijuana, and then you have a boat. You got to get to San Diego, and then we'll drive you home.